think we're ready, right? Ready to keep on going. It's a new day for me. God damn. What in the fuck? Is that from Well Rested? Oh, it is. I forgot it was a +2. And then my clothes. God damn. Alright. Sheesh. Okay, so you know what I just realized when I was talking about the other day? I was like, oh yeah, I want to like max out my my character to the highest level he could possibly be. I forgot, like I literally just remembered that well the baby book that you find, well, I kind of already screwed that up because that's a permanent point. But it doesn't matter. I forgot the whole reason I wasn't concerned with that in my original character was because I was just going to get everything 10 permanently and just call it perfect, because you would have to, I mean, like there's way to glitch it, you know, so it's not really that important. Like you could like do that. I think you can still do I think you can still do the dog meat duplication glitch with that book and just basically max out your character, but we're not trying to do that. So yeah, I think that's what I agreed to myself with on my other account. So we're not worried about it. That'll put a lot less stress on us. Well, let's see. Let's try to figure out what we should do. I kind of want to. So this whole back area here with all these plants never respawns. From the whole 1,000 hours I was playing on the other account, it never respawned back there. That little shed that we picked up back there does respawn, but I just want to go ahead and clear all these plants out because it's like, I mean, it's not really that important, you know, like I'm not going to like eat them or sell them or nothing, but I just want them. So fuck it, let's do it. Let's do some botany. I more or less remember where all this stuff is. But, you know, we want to clean up the world and perfect it. Hey, let's just recycle this tricycle. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of shit that I do. I bring all these little things you find out in the world, and I recycle them. That's what I do. I'm the garbage man. I think there's probably, like, I've already kind of scrapped through some of them, but through the whole, like, all the stuff I'm going to be picking up here, there's about 100 plants or so. Hey, Stiz, you finally joined. What's up? I guess, yeah, I mean, I guess you're finally into the beef of this. It's a shame that people aren't going to be able to see the comments on the screen to understand what I'm talking about. But that'll just be perks for people watching the Twitch live streams. But yeah, there's about 100 plants or so out here. They're in these really strange spots. See, this is the other thing too. Like, I was talking yesterday about how Sanctuary is like so detailed, and the rest of the game needed to be like Sanctuary in terms of game design, because like they honestly spent so much time in these first couple of cells close to Vault 111. They really like made everything like perfect. They made it like detailed and organic, and just like they really sprinkled the plants out in a realistic manner. And then once you get farther out into the world, it just doesn't feel like that as much. Like, it feels like they just kind of put some plants, like the density of plants really decreases the farther you go out, because like, I don't know, like you know, it just really feels different. Like, I would love to see how they actually, like, the progression in which they like made the game, because I'm telling you, like, they obviously first started programming like this part of the map, like clearly. At first they're like, oh yeah, let's like make the game detailed, and then they're like, oh fuck it, let's just get this shit done. Man, Starfield, I don't give a fuck about Starfield. I don't like space games really. Like, for real though, I really don't care about space. I mean, I love space, but I don't like playing space games, because they're never, like... Plus, Starfield, I don't know, Starfield's not looking... I remember watching that trailer or whatever, and it was just looking stupid as hell. I mean... It was just... I don't know. Like, the AI didn't look like it was good. Oh shit, it's Dark Eld. What's up, dude? It's been a while. Nah, so... Yeah, I don't know. I guess you probably haven't been following my channel or nothing, but I recently just started over. I posted a video the other day, where, in my old account, I literally just deleted it to start over. Yeah, I feel you. No, I started over. Yeah, I really haven't been that active in streaming the past, like, year or so. I mean, I'll stream stuff, but it's just kind of, like, whatever, you know, it's nothing important. But, no, I spent, like, 1,234 hours on my other account, and just wanted to start over. So here I am. I'm actually going to start making a series, like, I actually just posted episode 2 of this. Oh yeah, no, trust me. I got to some of those cities before. Wait, what the fuck was that? Oh, that was a bitch. Nah, dude, I cleaned, okay, like, I've still not beaten the game, like, and I've never gotten to Diamond City, like, I've never literally been there, and, just, trust me, I remember you telling me, you're like, oh yeah, just wait until you get to some of these parts, like, dude, when I was cleaning, like, what's it called, the fucking city, the little town, is it here, I think, where the supermarket is, and the giant super mutant behemoth, like, that area took a long time. Is it Concord? Yeah, no, it is Concord, yeah. Or no, not Concord, no, it's, yeah, Lexington, yeah. No, trust me. The worst part that I cleaned, like, as far as I've gotten, was this area over here where Fort whatever it was, I can't remember the name of it. That area fucking sucked, because there were no... Yeah, no, exactly. That's the thing. Like, all the stuff over there was no settlements. And all of the area out there, like, I had to push things to Sunshine Tidings or Grey Garden, and all that shit is just fucking wilderness. So I'm sitting here trying to push cars with a rifle with rocks and trees and hills, and it was horrible. I actually said on the other episode that I wasn't gonna really clean anything. I'm literally just doing it out of habit. Whenever I can't, or whenever I'm not focusing, I just clean shit. I don't know. It'll be kind of nice to have a nice foundation. I did a little bit yesterday up on Vault 111 because I was cleaning the barricades up there because they glitch out if they sit there for too long. Let's get back to getting all these plants though. I can remember where most of them are. There's some tires and stuff out here. Dude, yeah, so like Payday 2, because Payday 3 is about to come out, right? I think so. I used to play Payday 2 back when it first came out, and I remember I stopped playing once they added cloakers, because they were like the dumbest, like cheapest thing. Yes, no, for like yes, in terms of this area over here, yes. I've literally memorized where everything is, but yeah. No, Payday 2, like I was watching somebody play it now, and it's been years since I played it, and it's like so much bigger, like it's crazy. I don't know. I listen to the soundtrack all the time. I fucking love it. Yeah, no. See, that's the weird thing, right? So like on my old account, I really didn't die to cars that many times. It was really weird because like I basically knew what to look for, and I wouldn't ever push cars unless that was what I was doing, like on that save. So like I wouldn't be like playing the game for a bunch of hours and then push cars. I would just push cars and that was it. And I would usually only do like 2 at a time, so that I wouldn't be pushing like 20 cars and then get killed, and then have to push 20 more cars. So I literally never died as many times. I think I might have only died like 5 times to a car touching me. Fucking stupid. But yeah, I don't know. I literally only got to like half of the map. Like I completed Nuka World, or I didn't complete it. I completely cleared Nuka World, but I got to the part where I'm supposed to assign like raiders to the places, but I didn't want it. I wasn't trying to help the raiders. I was just clearing out the places. Actually, I've heard of that game. There's too many games to play, you know what I'm saying? But like, no, I've seen that game. It looks pretty good. Yes, no, dude, Nuka World. I honestly was not that impressed with Nuka World. Like, the concept is cool, but like, I don't know, like, it just was like, for the most part, it was just blank open area. It just wasn't that interesting. Like, they just sprinkled enemies, like, you know, out in the wilderness. Yeah, isn't there only one? I didn't get access to it either. Like, I didn't clean anything there, because there's just that one gas station that you get, but you have to turn the power on, and I never did that. I had to assign the raiders. I was going to kill them all, but then when I saved before I did, and, yeah. And, like, when I started killing them, it was counting some of the kills as murders, and I didn't want that, so I didn't feel like taking the time to figure out how the game was going to work and stuff, but I don't know. See, that was right as I deleted my old account that I got to Far Harbor. I actually went there. Far Harbor is fucking cool as hell. Like, I've heard people in the past say Far Harbor is like the best DLC, and I totally get what they're talking about. Like, the theming of Far Harbor is way better. The level design is way better. Oh, dude, it's fucking awesome. Like, it's super cool. I didn't get that far. I got to the first settlement. I was helping that old lady and that mechanic chick, and that was about it. But no, Far Harbor's really cool. It just makes you feel, it's more like realistic, if that makes sense. Like, the normal game feels like realistic, kind of. Nuka World doesn't feel like it's part of the world at all, if that makes any sense. Like, it's just too goofy. Which is fine. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It just doesn't feel like Fallout. For me, anyway. Far Harbor really feels like post-apocalyptic, like, you know, survival. And honestly, like, the whole concept of the, you know, radiation fog constantly being there, like, that's a cool idea. Oh, yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, Nuka World wasn't hard at all, really. The only thing I had a problem with was the fucking crickets, dude. Like, I was so overpowered, and for some fucking reason, those crickets were just like tanks. I do not understand why. They took so much health for some reason. I don't know. Like, I could sneak attack a fucking Deathclaw with one poke of my knife, but those crickets, for whatever reason, just, they took so much damage, and they gave you such little XP and items. Yes, like, I don't understand, like, and like, since, you know, I built my character to where he would always have 25% health with radiation damage, because I got the bonuses from my armor, and so I could only take like 2 hits from the crickets before I was dead. So it's like, okay, well, I can't one-shot sneak attack them, so I'm gonna get into combat. You know what I mean? Like, I just didn't understand why they weren't dying. Like, they're just fucking crickets. Like, I guess like they're supposed to have like, you know, carapaces for armor, like shells or whatever. I just don't understand. I don't know. Like, the best part of Nuka World was literally the beginning, going through the gauntlet, and then after that, it was just like, okay, like, whatever. I just really wasn't that impressed. But no, Far Harbor was awesome. But, yeah. Isn't that crazy though? I hope that's kind of the draw for people to watch this. Hit the death. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, the gauntlet was cool. It was really fucking cool. Yeah, I don't know. It's just so weird that I still have literally over half the game to play, and I've literally played it for 1,000 hours. Over 1,000 hours. Yeah, and I know, no, it is. That's what I was explaining in my video, explaining all this. I was like, yeah, I do this just because it's fucking relaxing. And it makes me feel like I'm living in the world. Like, it makes me feel like this is my world. There's not a game that feels like this. But yeah, I remember you were always talking to me about that island or whatever. You used to talk about the castle and the island. I saw the island you were talking about. Yes, I am the groundskeeper of the world. But no, I found that island you were talking about. I never went to it, but that is badass. Like, I can't wait to get there. It's literally like your own private island. And then the honestly one of the coolest settlements I found before I quit was I think it is Spectacle Island. That lighthouse settlement with the dock, that one's fucking cool. I didn't do anything with that one. But yeah, before I deleted my save, like, I made like a 44-minute video, basically just like going through and looking at everything I built before I deleted it and everything. But I went back to Grey Garden because I built that elevator. Covenant? I don't think or wait, no, that is what it's called, isn't it? Yeah, Covenant Lighthouse. I think that's what it's called. I can't remember. I don't know, the settlement building is just so fucking cool in this game. It's so basic, but it's so awesome when you talk and do this, because like it makes you feel like you're not even doing it. Oh, right, the fucking crazy people. Yeah, I explored all that area, but I actually skipped Covenant completely. Like, I experimented with the quests and stuff, but I didn't like any of the results with that quest, so I just put it off and never got to it. Like, I've done the quest, you know, like, I've done the quest, but I didn't officially do it, like, to where I actually, like, continued. It just, like, it was such a dumb quest. It was like, oh, you can either kill us all, or you can agree completely with what we're doing. You know, the option that I wanted was, okay, can I just say what you're doing is wrong, but necessary? Because I forget the exact details, but it was like, that scientist lady was, like, keeping that girl because she thought she was a synth or whatever, and she's like, oh, I have to do this to, like, see if she's a synth. I'm like, no, you can literally do, like, another way. Really? What? I'm never gonna do it, but what's the glitch exactly? Money. I mean, there's so many fucking glitches in this game. Money's irrelevant. I mean, you've got the dog meat duplication glitch. Yeah, no, she is a synth, because if you kill her, she drops a Sith component. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. But, no, I'm just like, there's literally other ways to figure out if people are synths, and she was just like, oh, I have this method that I do. I'm like, your method's literally dumb. Wow, really? It's that simple? That's insane. Yeah, no, I mean, I had like, I can't even remember exactly. I had like 50,000 caps, like over 50,000 caps, so like, I never spent a single cap. But like, I remember one of the funniest, like, ways to get well, not really to get money, but how I got money, was you'd have that random farmer event where he would be getting attacked by dogs, and that motherfucker would pay you, like, 250, like, 500 caps every time, and it was just, like, I saw that guy, like, over 100 times. I'm like, bro, you have got to stop getting chased by dogs. Like, this dude's just a humble farmer packing around 500 caps, getting attacked by dogs. It's like, it's unlucky, bro. Dude, for real, like, he's like, oh yeah, I get lots of bitches, just not really the friendly type. I don't know. I would, when I met, because I can't remember the number, I think it's 18 charisma. Once you hit 18 charisma, that's the max charisma to where prices when bartering gets maxed. Oh, alright, man, yeah, I'll see you. I'll be here. Trust me. I'm taking this seriously, so I'll be around. I'm just picking up fucking garbage. God, I just wish my fucking AP would recharge like it used to. Like, I had so much fucking AP and it would recharge in like a second, bro. Oh my god. I remember complaining then that it was too slow. Like, oh my god, it's too slow. I mean, I guess it's kind of nice that I'll clean up Sanctuary. Just get this, like, surrounding area all clean. Obviously, I'll be coming back here all the time. Be nice to kind of have a foundation. And plus, there's no cars, really, to clean up, so... It's all just miscellaneous garbage. I think there's a couple... Is there cones here? Or have I already done those? I wasn't really paying attention. I was on autopilot that whole time. I think I did already. There's tires here on the shore. Dang, I already got them. Shit! Alright, well. Oh wow, I've literally already done them. I'm not even joking, like I literally went onto autopilot. Did all these barrels. Oh, one more. Nope, that one's in the environment. Should be, yeah, there's still the tires over by the dogs. See, that's what I'm saying, like... This area isn't a random event area, but it's like a static encounter. But like, that's what I'm talking about. The other areas where you get static encounters don't have as many, like when you go farther out, they don't have as many like physics objects. That's what I'm talking. Have I already cleaned all this? Am I going insane right now? Wow. Okay, there's like a bunch of tires here. I've literally already done them. I was not paying attention. Okay, well, whatever. Cool, I guess. But anyway, yeah, no, there's just not, like, they don't sprinkle out as many, like, meaningful, like, objects. Maybe I'm just, like, going crazy or something, but I don't know. It just, I don't know. There is actually a tire, I think it's over here. There's a tire that's, like, stuck in the ground here. And if you walk here, I think, it'll fall in the water. Where is it? I can't remember. You'll hear a splash. I can't remember. Maybe it already happened. It might have floated down the river already. It's like... It doesn't like stick out. It's like in the ground. I found it by pure coincidence. Yep, there it is. It's right there for some reason. I found it by pure coincidence. So I'm just sitting here wondering how many fucking other tires and shit that the developers programmed accidentally through the fucking floor that are out there. But yeah, no, it's like in the ground and it floats out into the water like that. Alright. We can go up to where the scavenger is. There's those stupid fucking mannequins out there. I think it's just one. But it's annoying. Yeah, that was something I was doing while I was talking. There was that mannequin on that bed there. But the thing with the the thing with the mannequins is that the mannequins are the worst things to transport because if you're unfortunate and they get broken, then they're in multiple pieces. And if you bring the pieces far enough away from the other pieces, it'll actually like disappear. So typically, the pieces that are always broken are or not broken, but like separated are the base and then the mannequin itself. So you have to make sure you keep the base and the mannequin within the like radius of each other. Because if you take this piece too far away, it'll just disappear. So like the base and the mannequin are one piece. So you have to like do this, put it in the spot you'll remember, go back, get the base. It's just really fucking annoying. Like over in Fort, is it oh, there's a bottle there. There it is. Dang. Yeah, over, I think it's Fort Hagen, is that what it's called? There's 2 mannequins that spawn, or that are in the random event area in that building in the corner, and the first random event I got, I guess the enemy shot the mannequins, so both of them were in like 7 different pieces, and I was and I tried moving them to Sunshine Tidings to scrap them, so I moved each piece, but I guess I was missing a piece or something, like, I don't know where it went, because, like, the hands come off, the arms, the legs, or is it the, yeah, the legs, the head, and I'm just like, dude, I cannot find these pieces. Like, I was hoping that once the game, like, refreshed that area, it would fix the mannequins, but it puts the mannequins back where they originally were, but then when you touch them, they fall apart because they're already broken. So hopefully this run I can get in there. Whoops, that was unfortunate. Hopefully I can get in there and remove the mannequins before they get into like destroyed. So that's gonna be one of my first like big goals, or like, you know, important goals. But yeah, it kind of sucks that we took radiation damage there unnecessarily. Because, again, I'm not going to use any drugs or medicine, except for antibiotics, because you have to. But, you know, we're not going to be using Radaway or anything like that. We're solely relying, and we're not paying for a doctor. So we're solely relying on the decontamination ring. So the important part with that is that I think I need crystal, which is fairly easy to get because there's plenty of camera spawns. But if I can, I need fiber optics. So if I can find, is it fiber optics? I can't remember, because you need, I remember telescopes being really valuable because they have crystal and fiber optics, I think. And then biometric scanners. Those were like the 2 things I was really looking for. Obviously, yes, I can go and, like, I know where I can get telescopes and that kind of thing, but I don't want to, like, go farther than where I am. You know, like, I want to go, you know, I want to complete the area as I go, so I don't want to, like, go forward, you know. But since I'm not cleaning everything this time around, it won't take as long as last time. I'm just gonna kind of clear out this main area first. I just love this area of the map. It's just so, like, it's just nice that you start the game in the very corner of the map, because, yeah, like, in terms of the game world, like, it's not, like, it's not endless, but since you can only go so far, it makes you feel like your back is safe, you know, like, if that makes sense, because you're in the corner, so it's like, okay, I have this nice, like, nook that's all safe and secure, and then everything forward is dangerous, so your back is safe. And it makes it feel cozy, you know, like you're safe, you're secluded. It's just such a good spot to start the map, or the game, I think. Because, like, if your first settlement was, like, the movie theater, Starlight Drive, I think it's called, like, that would just make the game feel differently, I think. It just makes it feel like it's your own neck of the woods, like you own it, you know? Because there's nothing really out here. I don't know. It's in the woods. Like obviously I wish the game was more dense with the trees and actually looked like a forest, you know? But obviously that's like hardware limitations or whatnot. You know, there's a lot, yes, there's a lot of trees here, but like it doesn't feel like a forest, you know? Obviously it's the wasteland, but you know, all these trees look, you know, there's no like stumps or like fallen trees. Like, yeah, obviously that's a broken tree, but like, you know, the amount of trees hasn't changed since the bombs fell. But then again, it has been 200 years, so maybe they already decomposed, but I don't know. Oh. Wait, whoa. Okay. So that happens. Raiders will spawn on corpses sometimes. I think it's only on other raiders. Gotta get a headshot on him. But yeah, that's something I gotta be extremely careful about. Because obviously I don't want to be walking around somewhere I think is clear and then get ambushed. Come on, stand still. There we go. Because that can get me in a heap of trouble. Okay, so he was trying to loot her. Alright, well, it's really strange actually. I kind of forgot that even happens, because once I was so far in the game, I really didn't have many raiders spawning on corpses. At least from what I can remember. Maybe the game just like stopped doing it. I don't know. Huh. Well, these corpses disappear, and a raider will take the place of her, but this corpse will stay the same. So this is a permanent corpse, I think, but I've come back here and this whole place is respawned and like she has new loot and stuff. So I don't think she's not a permanent corpse in the sense of a settlement, but she's a permanent corpse in the sense of this area. So I don't know. So I think that's why the raider was coming back, or searching her instead of the other raider, because that raider will be different every time it comes back, but that girl will be the same person. Oh my god, see, that's what I'm talking about. Oh my fucking god. I forgot I'm not as stealthy. Jesus. I'm surprised I only took that amount of damage. Yeah, he was far away, but he shot me in the head from what it seemed like. What the hell? Come on, man. Run, Forrest! Run! Damn, I got unlucky. Yeah, see, that doesn't happen very often anymore, from the point in time that I was at, on my old file. Alright, you're gonna get it. Let's see if I can backstab him. See, he was looting the scavenger. That would happen, man. That fucking would happen. Oh, are you about to backstab me? Let me just get stuck on this rock and turn around. That's crazy. He literally spawned within the time that I fucking went to went to the shack and back here. That's crazy. I've really got to be careful. Just in the beginning. Why did I? Oh yeah. Right. That's why I was over here, wasn't it? because there's that tire. So yeah, people, maybe you're watching and you're kind of confused. The permanent, so the physics objects, like cells will refill. Like I was talking about with that shack up there, like a bunch of parts of the maps will stock itself. Like that little area will restock. So the physics objects never come back. Once they're scrapped, they're deleted from the game. But you know, items and whatnot, they can come back because the cell is what's bringing them back. Because they're actual items that go in your inventory. So don't think that I'm scrapping all this stuff and it's just gonna respawn someday. It'll never come back. Alright. Well, this area... Oh, yeah, there's some gourd blossoms over here, I think. And a pillow. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Oh, that's why I was coming back here. Making sure there wasn't any other things. I think there's only the cone and the barricade. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, now... This area out here in the boonies has a lot of plants and some physics objects. There's a couple barrels, but it's mainly just plants. The barrels are over here. I think there's 2 or 3. Some of these are just stuck in the ground forever. There's 2 of them, I think. So we'll just go ahead and get rid of those. It's really weird. Yeah, see how it went through the tree? The physics objects just go through the trees for some reason. I'm not sure why. Sometimes, some trees. Like, some of the... Like, I think what it is when you have these, like, clusters of trees, it's not that they're not individual trees, they're, like, a cluster. So, like, when the developers put them down, they don't put each tree down individually, it's like a group of trees they programmed. So, I think, like, maybe if you hit it in the base of the, like hitbox, like the center of the cluster, then maybe? I don't know, I've never really paid attention or experimented to care, but... Yeah, see how it, like, hit the invisible wall there? There's an invisible wall here, so this is probably a cluster of trees. But it'll probably go through those other trees. Super throw! Super throw! That was a baby throw. Alright. I guess we'll go ahead and just later clean up the rest of Vault 111. May as well. It's just so much fun. Like, I know it's the dumb... Like, we live in a fucking time where people... Like, I have a job, but, like... People have the time to do dumbass fucking shit like I am in video games. So if you ever complain about... It's just mini rant here. If you ever complain about how fucking shitty the world is, just shut the fuck up. Okay? For real. For real. Shut the fuck up. You have the ability to work less than 40 hours a week, have a roof over your head, food, internet, a phone, and to fucking recycle garbage in a virtual world. Shut the fuck up. Oh, God. God bless America, man. The land of the free and the fucking recycling, man. Fucking... I just started recycling this stuff up here out of just impulse. I'm not meaning to do this. When I see a physics object, I'm just like, ooh, a physics object. Let's recycle that. Like, I literally drop everything I'm doing. You're either fighting a battle, you're just like, super mutants are falling, you're like, ooh, a tire! Ooh, a fucking cone! See, here's the other thing, too. I made a settlement beacon to recruit survivors, even though I'm not, like, my idea for it back then was that, like, oh, well, I can just have this thing recruiting people at all times, so, like, may as well. But I think this time I'm actually not going to, because if I recruit settlers, it'll make me want to build the settlements, which I don't want to do right now. I want my game to be clean right now, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to be micromanaging the settlers and stuff, because it gives me like a unperfect feeling, to where it's like, oh, are they doing exactly what I want them to do? Do they have the bed that I want them to have? Like, I just don't want to worry about that stuff. So for now, I'm just gonna, like, I'll discover the settlements, but I'm just going to, like Abernathy Farm, there's Connie, Sarah, and Blake. So, like, they're already there, you know, they're the native to that settlement, so, like, I'll, like, equip them with stuff and, like, kind of build up their settlement. But, like, Sunshine Tidings, it's empty when you get there, so I'm not gonna, like, do anything with it, you know? I'm not gonna, like, increase, you know, if a settlement already has people in it, I'll give them, like, defenses and whatnot, just so they don't get raided. But other than that, I'm not gonna, like, increase the manpower. Like, I'll just give them what they got. Obviously, I need manpower to increase the defenses, but I'll just mainly rely on, you know, turrets and stuff. Okay, I don't know if y'all noticed, but the music was cut out there for some reason. It's kind of weird. Okay, let's stop recycling shit and get all the plants out in the boonies first. Yeah, that was something that pissed me off. I spent like a good 10 minutes the first time I played trying to get on top of this sign, thinking that, you know, oh, maybe there's like a, you know, like a box or something. Nah, there's fucking nothing, dude. Really disappointed me. Anyway, I'm not gonna do it again. That's just another reason I love Fallout. Like, if you can get on top of something, you can go there. You know what I mean? That kind of limitless game design is what's awesome. That sense of exploration. It may be pointless, but I want to fucking do it, damn it. Okay, what was I... What? Whoa! Okay, I'm mind blown. I've never gotten that pillow... That's a pillow. What is happening right now? I have never gotten that pillow before, and what the fuck is happening with this one? Dude, see, that's the crazy shit that I love about this game. The developers just put random shit everywhere. Do you understand how many times I've cleared out this field? I'm talking literally over 100 times. And I've never found that, but, like, that's crazy. Okay, sometimes... Okay, my only hypothesis is that that pillow was supposed to spawn there, but maybe it's falling through the earth so fast now that it's trying to respawn back here, and it's falling into the void and trying to respawn over and over. However, that might not be the case, because you would think I could maybe pick it up, you know? So, either that, or it's too far away from its native cell. I don't know. Okay, I'm actually gonna make a note of this, because this area doesn't respawn loot, or this cell. So I'm actually gonna make a note of that. Let's see. we're gonna call this. We're gonna do it like a grid. So A3 straw pillow fading. Well, it's not really fading. Glitching in and out. All right. I'll have that note for probably ever, but I'll come back sometime and see if it loaded in properly or whatever. That's wild. I've never found that other straw pillow just in the trunk there. That's insane, bro. This game is wild. That's that kind of shit that makes the world... I know that's random, right? But it's that kind of shit that makes the world feel real. Because, like, it makes you think... Like, I think about stuff like that. It's so much fun to think, like, why was there just this random pillow here? Oh, well, I guess someone was traveling through, you know, and they're... Maybe they, you know... It was nighttime and they didn't know where else to go. It was dark, so they just used that tree trunk as like a headrest and put a pillow on it. You know what I mean? Like, or they dropped it, you know, and just wind blew it over time. Like that is wild. I'm not saying the game needs to just constantly like just sprinkle bullshit all over the place, right? But when you when you find something that you, again, I've been here over 100 times clearing this area out, and I've never found that. Like, it just makes you think, like, why is that there? Like, that's so random. Oh my god. And, like, it's not a static object, you know, it's not one of these plants. It's a physics-based object, which makes it even more interesting. Like, they're, you know, some developer could have put, like, some random tin can out here, you know what I'm saying? And I'll never find it, because it's brown, you know, I'd have to, like, do this, and even then my eyes could deceive me, because, you know, I could just walk right past it, and it's like, why did a developer, who put the tin can out in the wilderness, you know what I mean? Like, something I've always wanted to do, kind of on this topic, is, like, I've always, like, if I had, like, you know, if I was, like, immortal, I would love to just interview every single person on why they chose the username they did, you know, like, you know, I have a reason for why I chose, well, I mean, I don't have, well, the reason is I chose my username because that's my name, but, like, you know, why, obviously you have people that just like, oh yeah, 420 smoke weed porn master, you know, but, like, why did you choose the name you chose? And then the same question is, why the fuck did you put that tin can in the middle of fucking nowhere on Fallout 4? I literally would love to know why. It's little, you know, because, like, this is history. Like, I know I'm starting to sound cringe, but, like, that's why video games are amazing, because, like, movies and video games and music, it's like, this is what people were doing in this time, you know, like, when this game came out. I love figuring out all the little details about games, and, like, obviously good games, you know, you can't spend all the time on everything. But, it's like, you know, was it an accident? Did someone just, was on the assets page, clicked the tin can, and accidentally clicked the mouse on this part of the map, and it spawned in and fell in the field? You know what I mean? Like, I just want to know, like, who has their mark in history on this game with the tin can? Or the fucking straw pillow? I don't know, it's just wild. I would just love to know the thought process behind it. Okay, I'm kind of wandering. Whenever I talk, it's kind of a problem being a, obviously not known streamer, but a wannabe streamer, is that I have a problem where when I talk, I just go on autopilot, and it sucks. It's like, I'll be driving, and if I'm talking, I just drive in a straight line. Like, I'll just keep going forward. So, like, I need to, like, really focus on what I'm doing if I'm doing something that's, like, a big project. But that's kind of counterintuitive being a streamer, because it's like, you know, people want to talk, and that's great, you know, like, I like talking, but it's so hard to, it's either hard to talk to yourself about nothing, which is a very good skill to have, you know, just being able to talk and be entertaining by yourself. Like, that's, I guess I'm kind of good at it. I'm getting better at it. But like, just talking and be able to, like, multitask, like, you know, people that say they can multitask are lying. Nobody can multitask. You need to do one thing at a time. Obviously, you can walk and chew gum, right? But like, you know, you can't be like doing an intricate project while also doing another intricate project, you know? Like, you can't have a deep, meaningful conversation and also be doing something intricate in a game. Like, that's just not possible. It's not possible, it's just not effective, it's not real. Oh, right. It's close to the sign, there's some melon blossoms, and also this, that's what it is. So the thing with the barrels is that, is that if they have a lid on them, you can only move the open barrels. There's never been a barrel that I've found that's like closed. Though, like if you see a barrel like that and it's closed, then you can never move it. But if it's open, you can move it. And unless it like, I mean, there are open barrels that you can't move. But like, you know, so the way it is like they'll place these random physics objects in the world, and then like if there are open barrels that you can't move, they're usually a part of like a cluster. So it's like its own asset. Which is very strange. Like, again, I want to know the reason why. Because why did they put that... They programmed that barrel inside the ground like that, right? Like, they did that on purpose. And they also put the barrel with the closed lid on there that you can't move. So why did they program the open barrel to have physics, but not the closed barrel? You know what I mean? Like, why? Why not use an open barrel with no physics? You know, because, like, you can't move these. Like, they're not movable. But the open barrels are. It's just... I wish I could, like, talk... You know, because, like, I'm riding my high horse here, I guess. But, like, that's why I hope people can recognize I'm different, Mom! But anyway, no, for real, like, I don't know people that look at games like this the way I do. Like, I know that... Like, I'm sure there's... people out there, they're just not the majority. They're obviously the vast minority. Like, I'm the minority, but like, you know, I'm sure coders, you know, like technical people, like maybe that's the problem. In my life, I'm not around enough technical people that think like I do, which is probably true. You know, for the most part, I'm kind of I'm not a bum, but I'm not ambitious enough to want to, like, be around other ambitious people, you know what I mean? I guess I kind of wish I was, but wishing isn't going to get you there, you know what I mean? I enjoy what I do now and what I'm doing, so, you know, I'm not going to be around ambitious people. I could be, but I just wish, maybe I just wish I had more opportunities. I'm literally just talking about bullshit. I've got to talk about something, right? Here, if no one gets in the stream and I'm not doing anything important, I'll probably end up just being quiet. So I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible. I mean, we're literally talking about thousands of hours here of me playing this game, so, you know, hopefully somebody can talk to me so I'm not talking to myself for 1,000 hours. You know, make a couple friends in my head, you know, that kind of thing. But, once I actually do stuff in the game, it'll be easier for me to talk about it. Obviously, there's just a lot of dead time, you know, where I'm just, like, moving shit. And, here I am again, cleaning up the fucking objects, even though I don't mean to do it. I'm on autopilot again. But, I don't know, I guess a weird shout out. If y'all don't know who the Angry Video Game Nerd is, now you know. You need to fucking watch the Angry Video Game Nerd. I have, like, in the time that I've, like, played this, like, I always have him in the background. Like, if I'm doing something boring, you know, and it's, like, nothing that I need to talk about, I literally just put on Angry Video Game Nerd and just watch it from beginning to end. I guess I'll explain it since I have nothing else to talk about. I mean, like, sometimes I'll just put on animes, like, for the most part, like, I don't watch a lot of movies and shows because, like, if I'm watching something, I need to be watching it. because like I'm not gonna be able to follow, you know, what's going on unless I have my full. It's multitasking. I need my full attention onto something, and plus like I do it almost out of respect for the artist. Like yeah, not all art is like quality, right? So like if there's a show like, you know, I could put on something like, and I'm not saying Naruto or Dragon Ball Z is bad. I'm saying that it's made in a way to where a lot of it is unnecessary. You know, like Dragon Ball Z, there's a lot of filler. So I'll put that on in the background, maybe. And then maybe, like, in my own time, I'll watch the important fights or, you know, something like that. But then, like, if I'm watching something like Death Note, like, I've watched Death Note a billion times. And, you know, I'll put that on in the background because I have watched it a million times. I just fucking love that show. So I'll just put it on as, like, white noise. But, like, if I'm watching, like, an important... Well, not important, but, like a quick and concise, you know, I mean, Death Note's 37 episodes, but, you know, like, if I'm watching a show that's, like, 12 episodes, right, it probably has a beginning and an end, and, like, a meaningful story, so I want to experience that in its entirety. But, you know, I do it out of respect to the artist as well, because if I made art, I would want somebody to interact with it in its entirety, you know. If I make a show, I want someone to watch my show. If I make a game, it's my same thing with video games. Like, I play video games to their fullest. A very short series is One Piece. Yeah, okay, alright, Dark Eld's back. Fucking One Piece. No, I don't even really watch shows like that because they're too fucking long. But, no, like, I play games to their fullest. Like, I 100% games and then I move on to the next one for the most part, unless it's, like, absolute dog shit. Can't be wasting my time on shit. I'll let Angry Video Game Nerd do that. That's what I was talking about. Family Guy in South Park. Yeah, see, that's the thing too. I haven't ever, like, I've watched both of those shows, but like, I've never. Oh, Spider-Man. Yeah, that's a game I theoretically would like to play, but I probably never will because there's too many games. But no, like, I've never watched South Park or Family Guy either. It's like from beginning to end because again, there's just too much. There's too many shows. There's too many games. I only have so much time on this earth. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Jesus, yeah. I don't know. Like, I always prioritize anime above like sitcom. Like, I'm never like gonna go out of my way to watch like a sitcom because they're all the fucking same at the end of the day. I mean, you can say the same thing about anime, but I don't know. I would rather, when I die, I would rather say I watch a lot of anime than I watch a lot of, like, sitcoms or fucking reality TV. Not that Family Guy is that, but it's like a, you know, it's its own category of show. I feel like I have more to gain. Like, I feel like anime is more, like, for the most part, it's more meaningful. I mean, obviously, you can watch movies that are meaningful, but, like, you know, sitcoms, they're there just to, like, fill time, basically. I'm not saying, that doesn't mean they're not good, it just means that there's nothing to really be gained from them. Like, anime, at least for the most part, I'd say, has, like, more... The thing about anime is that anime can do everything. Like, you know, you can make a fight look fucking crazy in anime, but in a movie you can't. Right, and it's like... Anime literally has something for everybody. It's crazy. And, like, it does it better for the most part. Obviously, there are shit anime, and anime is retarded sometimes. But, like, overall, I think, like, you know, you can't make Death Note in a show. You know, it has to be an anime. They've done it in a show, and it's fucking horrible. You know, like, if it wasn't for anime, Death Note would never exist as it does. You know, Dragon Ball Z would never exist as it does. But, I don't know. I forgot exactly what I was talking about before. Oh, yeah. No, there was the original anime. Then they made the Japanese movie, I believe. I think there's 2 of them. And then they made the American series, which was... Or not series, movie. Which was actually, I think, probably the worst thing I've ever personally watched. It was like the biggest slap in the face Like, I'm a hardcore Death Note fan. Literally, I've literally watched the show in all the languages. Well, you know, watched. I've listened to them. But, I've listened to all the languages. I've rewatched the show, like, actually watching it in its entirety, like, probably, like, 8 or 9 times. And then I've had it on in the background, like, over 100 times, like, easily. Like, I have a real Death Note. I've got a sign right next to me, from Walmart, like a Death Note advertisement, because I fucking love it. You know, I fucking love Death Note. And that movie, I don't even know why the fuck it got made. Like, you know, you just wonder, how the fuck did something get made? How the fuck did hundreds of people come together and say, yes, we're going to spend our times on this planet making this fucking shit? Like,